Hello, it's Erica here from Me to You Paper Crafts. Welcome to my next Fun Fold Friday. Today I have a really cute card for you today. It's called a wiper card. And can you guess why it's called that? What does that remind you of? Isn't that the cutest little thing? So this is this is the whole card. It's a card base, and you actually put your greeting on the back of this card. And this was made with a stamp set called Over the Moon. It has these adorable cows on here with some very cute greetings. I love this "Cows It Going" and "Party Till the Cows Come Home." So I made this card. I've made a lot of cards with this cow. I've even colored him non-conventional colors, like I made a purple cow. I thought he was just too cute. And I made this one with the circle framelets, both the straight and the scallop circles. They come as a whole package. It's got a little bit of designer series paper, pop of color. Look at the adorable little rain boots on that cow and holding the flower. I mean, it's just too cute. And then I did another cow on the back, and I just said happy birthday. Isn't that just, don't you think a kid would just love that card? And then I made another one. I couldn't help myself. I had to make one with this stamp set. This is called This Little Piggy. And it's got the cutest little pigs on here. This little piggy says thanks, or it could, this little piggy loves you. This one has hogs and kisses on it. Just so adorable and so fun to color. If you don't like coloring too much, you could just stamp this on some pink cardstock, and then, you know, your coloring is done. And so this is how this little piggy one turned out. This one I did with some, I just love this DSP. This is part of our color collections, 6x6 DSP, and it kind of reminds me of chicken wire fence. So a little pig on a farm, and it opens up like this. Look at that. It's just so cute. And then on the back it says thanks. So this little piggy says thanks. Too cute. Look at that. Okay, I wish I had smaller children to give this to, but I don't. All my nieces and nephews are in their 20s and 30s, although I could make them these cards. I mean, they're just too cute. How could they not like that, right? And so sadly, I have to tell you that these two are currently retiring. Yeah, they're available until June the 2nd, I believe. So you have until pretty well safely till the end of May to order these two stamp sets. They don't come with framelets. They're very easy to cut out, and I think they're just too darn cute. Now the third card that I'm going to be making and showing you how to make this wiper card is called Happy Tales. This one is also retiring. Now this one does come with a coordinating punch, which is actually carrying over into the annual catalog. And so this is the punch. It's got a dog on there with a little heart. And so I'm suspecting that they're going to come out with some dog punch in the holiday catalog when it's released in August. That's my suspicion, because this dog is still in the catalog. But this Happy Tales is retiring. So if you love animals and you're an animal lover, or you know people that love animals, or if you live on a farm, or you have neighbors who have a farm, I mean, these are just the greatest stamp sets for your collection. So if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator yet in Canada, then I would be more than happy to have you shop with me. And so you can go and find me at From Me to You Paper Crafts, or you can send me an email and I'd be happy to help you. So let's get going with our next card. So we're going to set these aside. Now there will be a blog post to go along with this with all of the cutting and scoring measurements. I find if I give those to you now, the video becomes too long. but this is basically these two pieces. I'm doing red and melon mambo here. No, not melon mambo, sorry, mango melody. Just a really bright and fun card. So these two pieces of red become your card base, the front and the back, and we have to do some scoring on here. And then this piece is for the back panel, where you'll actually put something on there. I haven't quite decided yet what, and then you can write your message on there. This small piece here becomes the wiper piece that goes in and out of the card. I've cut two pieces of DSP, one for the front and then one for this side piece that you can see like I did on here. A little bit of DSP on the side. And then this is going to be the front of my card. I've already done my dog. I stamped him in Memento Black and then colored him with blends. It gave him a bit of a spotty look, which was fun. And I'm actually going to stick him on top of the wiper card, the wiper piece, okay? And then for the front of my card, I used our fantastic stitched layering rectangles, and I've already decorated the front with the little doghouse, and it says a best friend leaves a paw print on your heart. So I put the little paw print and the heart on there. So that will be part of the front of the card. So fun decorating these cards. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is how you score these two pieces. So I'm going to pull out my scoreboard here, and I like to rub my cardstock with a little bit of wax paper. It just helps my stylus flow a little better. Okay, all right, so you're scoring these two pieces exactly the same way, and you're scoring this at 1 inch. So 1 inch, and then at 1 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so 1 inch, and then 1 3/4 of an inch on both pieces. And that is it. That's all the scoring you need to do for this cute card. Okay. So I like to fold on the mountains. That's where the mountain fold is. So I'm going to fold over on that second score line and give it a burnish. And I'm going to fold back on that first score line. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on this card. So I'm going to fold back on that first score line, or second score line. Depends on how you look at it. And this one, okay? So now I have these two pieces, okay? All right, so now what we want to do is to create that wiper piece. So this is going to be the front of my card. I'm going to put a piece of DSP down here, and then I'll decorate the front, okay? And then this will be the back piece. So you're basically turning it like this. You're going to be attaching these two pieces so that you can pull them apart. Can you see how that works? So this is the front, which I'll set aside, and then this is the back. Okay, now what you do with this wiper card is that we will, or I'm going to attach my dog on here, and I'm not going to use dimensionals because he has to go in and out of the top of that card. So I'm just going to glue him on. I think it's okay that his tail sticks out. I'm hoping that's going to be okay. So I'm just going to use my Tombow glue, and I'm going to glue him on this wiper piece. And whether you stamp or punch out something, it has to go towards the top of the wiper, okay? You want him to go to the top. Okay, and I'm just going to glue him on there. And then what you want to do is on the very bottom left-hand corner, bottom left, you're just going to fold that back. So I'm actually going to turn it this way and just give it a little fold on the back. Try and get it squared off and give it a little fold, okay? And then you're going to end up putting it inside the card like this. So you see where this score line is? I might pull you a bit closer. Okay, you see the score line here. You don't want to go over that score line. You want to butt this up against it, okay, because you don't want that to be impeded when you fold it. And you just bring it down just a tad from the top. Okay, don't put it right up against the top. You're just going to glue him in like that. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of Tombow on that fold. Whoa! And I'm going to put him in like so. So I want to make sure I can fold that over like that. I'll just press that into place. Now let's just zoom you back. Okay, so there is your little wiper in there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my pieces for the front of the card. All right, so let's get our glue out, and we're going to glue this on here. Oh, I just love that mango melody with the real red. Look how bright and cheery that is. Okay, and then I'm going to adhere this other piece on the front. You could do this after you assemble the card, but like when I do my boxes, I just find it easier to put my DSP on first. Okay. All right, so this is my back piece with the dog, and he's already glued on there. Now what I want to do is I want to glue this panel right onto the front. And Tombow is a great glue to use because I have time to slide it into place. So I'm going to put my Tombow on this piece here. And then I'm going to line it up. You want to make sure you line it up really well with that corner. Okay, and then you'll fold the dog up, and you are going to now I've just realized I think I put that DSP on the wrong side. Look at that, I did. So don't follow my instructions. I guess it was best that I put the cardstock together. I won't be able to get this off, so what we'll do is this will be the back, nicely decorated, and we'll also decorate the front, I guess, because I did that backwards. See, the dog should pop up on the front. Look at that. So that was my mistake right there. But that's okay. Mistakes happen, and we're just going to continue on. Like I said, I made those cards quite a while ago, so I've sort of forgotten how to do it. So if you watch my videos from front to back before you proceed, you will have caught on that I did that wrong. So don't do as I do. Learn from my mistakes. That's what crafting is all about. Okay, so let's get that on there. Yeah, I should have done that. You see, because it's backwards. Okay? But that's okay. It's not ruined whatsoever. I just need some more DSP on the front. All right? All right, so let's pull our card back in. So I'm going to glue this piece in here like that. Okay, and then we'll put this one on this front piece. So I apologize for my mistake. I hope that didn't confuse you. It's always good to do a trial card anyway, to try out the techniques, and then you'll see where your mistakes are. What I should have done is filmed this, you know, created this card shortly after I did the other two, while it's still fresh in my mind, so I apologize for that. Okay, so that's okay. We have a front and a back that's that is exactly the same, you know, that's decorated on both sides. There's no harm in that. Now, this is the piece that's going to go here, but I'm going to have to trim that. I think I'll trim it down for the back so that you'll be able to see the DSP behind it, right? So let's just trim this down maybe 1/4 of an inch. So let's see, this was 4 3/4, so let's go to 4 1/2. 4 1/2 by, it was by 4, so let's make it 3 3/4. We'll just give that a little trim. And then we can put this on the back like that. That looks nice. Okay, so let's make sure we orient this the right way. Look how that pops up beautifully, the dog. Okay, now for the front, what I did was I took a piece of the basic black and I cut it with the rectangle framelets one size up. So I'm going to glue these two pieces together. I love this little red dog house, so cute. And let's glue that on like so. And this is going to go on the front of my card. Look how this is just popping out. I love it. I love it. Okay. So sweet. I absolutely love all of our layering framelets, or dies. We call them dies now. They're all dies. We used to have framelets and edgelets, and all kinds of different names for dyes, but they're all being referred to as just dyes now, which makes it a little bit easier. Yeah, we had edgelets and framelets and forget what the others, there were a couple more, I think. Okay, look how cute that is. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it. Okay, now on the back, I haven't quite decided. So what's our greeting here? Okay, so our greeting, a best friend leaves a paw print on your heart. You know what? There's this so sorry for your loss. Oh my gosh, so if somebody loses their dog or cat, that would be perfect. So I will do a so sorry for your loss. Oh my gosh, that's kind of sad. Yeah, I remember when our guinea pig, you know, you don't realize how attached you get to any animal. Even my goldfish, when they died, I was really sad about that. But our little family guinea pig, oh my God, Sammy, we called him Sammy. He was just the cutest thing. And my husband really doesn't like caged animals, and so we would let him out every night. We used to have a tiled floor in the kitchen, and he built little barriers so we couldn't get out of the kitchen. And so we used to let him out every evening after we'd had dinner, and or even while we were making dinner. And it's a good job we never stepped on him, but he would just run around. And every time I opened the fridge, that little guinea pig, he'd come running over to the fridge, and he would sit there. I was going to say wagging his tail. He didn't do that, but he'd sit there and he'd actually get up on his haunches and be begging for food. Oh, he was just the cutest little thing. And then when I did the dishes, I'd stand at the kitchen sink and he'd come and he'd lay himself right across my slippers. And so I'd have to be careful how I moved, because he just loved to lie there. Oh my gosh, he was so cute. Okay, I think I need to put this on something. It's going to get a little lost over here. I don't know whether I should add another dog or what I should do on the back. Oh, you know what? I'm going to pull down my heart punches. That's what I'm going to do. So this is from the current spring catalog. We have a pair of these punches. So I think I'm going to punch one out of Real Red, and I'm going to punch the other one out of Whisper White. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll do the straight cut heart out of Whisper White. And I'll put my greeting on there. And then let me run and get a little bit of Real Red. Here are all how I keep my scraps. I keep them in these sheet protectors and then tuck them up on the shelf with the cardstock. So I keep all my scraps together. So let's punch out the scalloped heart with Real Red. I'm getting quite the collection of stuff on my desk here. Okay. So where's my black ink? Here it is. Let's ink this up. So sorry for your loss. That's so sad when your animal dies. I'm going to glue that onto that. Like that, and I might put another little heart on here. Actually, I'm going to put another paw print on here. And then I'm going to put it in the upper left-hand corner, and then you have room to write your little message. And I might just put some little red hearts along the top. Like that. So let's close my ink pad. And let's glue this onto the card. Like so. Okay, and then we'll just put this little heart on there, and then I think we're done. And this will of course fit in an A2 sized envelope. I think I'll angle it. I love angled things. Okay, there you have it. So despite my boo-boo, I kind of like it decorated on both sides. What do you think? And there's the little puppy. I think he needs something up there. Maybe another little heart. What do you think? Yeah, I'm going to put another little heart on there. It's looking a little plain up there. There we go. And I'll probably put some hearts on the envelope too. So there you have it. We've got cows, little wiper card with cows, and we've got a wiper card with a little pig. Oh my God, just so cute. And one with the dog. So sweet. So if your heart has been reacting to these stamp sets, you better pick them up quick, because they will soon be going. So if you choose to shop with me, which I would really appreciate, you can use my May host code. You put this code into your shopping cart just before you submit the order, and then that allows me to buy prizes and draws and stuff. And if you haven't caught me yet, I do Facebook Lives. I have a page called From Me to You Paper Crafts. I've been doing Facebook Lives during this COVID-19 isolation. And I do projects 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So I'd love for you to join, and hopefully we'll see you over there. Give me a thumbs up if you really liked my video. You can click the bell and get reminded of when I post another video to YouTube. And you can also subscribe to my newsletter on FromMeToYouPaperCrafts.blogspot.ca. That's my website URL. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Happy stamping!